The tension between young Dolph and Yo Gotti started off on the wrong foot, as Gotti made a huge miscalculation on what type of man Dolph was. His attempt to increase the CMG footprint on the back of a fellow Memphis rapper who already had motion failed. Dolph was about hard work, integrity, respect, and wasn't looking to slow down the momentum he had been building or let anyone get in the way of his success as an independent. Dolph, being a man of principles, viewed aligning with Gotti as a stain on his image and compromising his character. In an industry often described as full of fake personas, Dolph was a real one, refusing to play the game by bullshit rules. To make a long story short, Gotti felt slighted that he didn't get a chance to make money off of Dolph, and Dolph refused to be played by Gotti. This tug of war forever altered the legacies of both Gotti and Dolph. Let's take a look at the history behind the beef between the kings of Memphis.
If you enjoy hearing discussions about real shit and no gossip, hit that like and the subscribe button for more content like this.
According to some sources, Dolph even used to be the plug for Yo Gotti's brother. So when Dolph started popping off in the industry, it made sense for Gotti to reach out and try to sign him. Gotti wanted young Dolph to be his first artist on the CMG label. But by that point, Dolph had already invested too much money and time into his own career to start riding someone else's wave. Dolph told Sway that if he signed with Gotti, then everyone would say he was only popping because of Gotti.
Say Gotti wanted me to do man, come on, bro, let's do CMG paper route. It's cool. I'm knocking for that. If I was him, I would have came to me like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But only thing was going to happen behind it was people like, oh, he popped off because of Gotti. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Which I can't do that because I got too much of my own time and money invested.
And did it all by himself.
And I know Gotti respect that because he did the same thing.
That's not how it all went down. After young Dolph turned down the offer, Yo Gotti went a different direction and signed another Memphis rapper named Black Youngster. Black Youngster was on the come up after his track Heavy popped off. And one day he walked up to where Gotti was shooting a music video and started blasting his own music. Gotti liked how Black Youngster was moving and knew he had some buzz on his name. So he officially signed Black Youngster to CMG in 2015. And Black Youngster almost ended up in prison because of Yo Gotti's beef with young Dolph. Everyone thought Dolph and Gotti were still cool after Dolph turned the deal down. But that all changed in 2016. Dolph dropped his debut album, King of Memphis, that year. And Gotti was pressed about the title because Yo Gotti had been calling himself the King of Memphis for years. Apparently, there was already some tension going down behind the scenes, and Dolph hopped on Twitter and dissed Yo Gotti when he tweeted, "Bro went from being my #1 fan and wanting to sign me to being my biggest hater. #facts." Gotti didn't respond. But Black Youngster jumped in the beef and said he was gonna slap Dolph the next time he saw him.
Dolph, you a bitch. You a soft ass nigga. You nice ass nigga. If you got a problem, nigga, say you got a problem. Shake ass, bitch ass nigga. Ain't no motherfucking king of Memphis. You ain't king of South Memphis. You ain't from the city.
So Dolph clapped back and dissed Yo Gotti for sending Black Youngster at him instead of handling the situation himself.
I've been spraying your bitch ass for years, nigga. The whole city know that. Ho Gotti, you was a bitch ass nigga. I just got back to the city. They say you trying to put charges on me and put the police on me. You send your little nigga out to do all your talking.
The beef kept heating up after that.
So the whole situation is lame. Like the group of people, everything is it's not even in my category. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because for the simple fact, it's like text message from 2012. Like I can't even keep up with a bitch from 2012. I ain't got no girl number from 2012. I ain't got a pair of shoes from 2012. I ain't, you know what I mean? But to respond to that, 2012, that's when Yo Gotti was trying to sign Dolph. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So text message showing y'all that's from all this back and forth for a year and a half, 2 years of, oh man, we need to sign Dolph. I said, no, I'm straight. I'm straight, bro.
You say you don't got no issues though, whatsoever.
Man, he can't have no issue. I ain't got no issue with you. Like, bro, you don't, man, I done took care of people in his family, put money in their pocket. Know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So like, I don't want to go too much into that, bro, because it's lame. No.
But I was going back and forth, right? And I know you guys say there's no problem. Everybody says no problem. When's the last time y'all spoke? When could y'all get on the phone and have a conversation? Because having a conversation doesn't mean either side is weak. It just means that you guys want to continue to the bread.
I'm sure you heard some of these songs.
Peacefully
but I'm sure you've heard some of these songs. Clearly, there's something. You know what I mean?
Because you know bullets have no name.
Like you said, it is.
I don't want to see anything happen to nobody.
Exactly. Both of y'all are two cool individuals to me.
I don't know. I can't do it. I ain't finna be beefing back and forth about no girl, bro. I'm not doing that. No.
So it's over a girl?
I'm sure you heard Young Dolph's song about it.
I remember all that.
Man.
How do we move forward, though, dog? That's what I want. And I asked Gotti the same thing. How do we move forward?
It ain't nothing to move forward from. Like, I'm straight. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm good.
Like I told him, like when I'm in the city, in your town, you guys' music is so big in the city.
Hey, y'all kings out there.
Like no, it's ridiculous. Like 45-hour sets, the DJ playing songs, both sides. So it's like, damn, just to be able to coexist and do a project would be just something big for
I
the
just
city.
can't respect it, bro. It's like, I'm just tell y'all the truth, man. I can't respect nothing like, it's like, the music cool, the money cool, all that. But if I don't respect you, if it's something about you I just don't respect, bro, I can't sit and fake and act like it's all good.
That's understandable.
Know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I can't do it. Know what I'm saying? It's just like he got on here and he said something about, I guess it was something about a feature. Like, he didn't do a feature or something for me, right?
Mm-hmm. He said he asked you asked him for a feature.
Listen, man, on my little boy and my little girl, man, he come to me talking about let him get on the song. Know what I mean? Why you want me to get on this song? So I'll send it to me. Send me the song with open verse. Know what I mean? Now if it was the other way around where I'm trying to do, you got to think this back in the day where I don't really even know the game to know nothing. All I was doing was just pulling up on everybody with a bag. Ask 2 Chainz, ask Gucci Man, ask Drummer Boy, ask Zaytoven, ask A-Boy, ask everybody. All of them got stacks from Dolph. I can't wait to pull up on you with whatever kind of book bags I was wearing back then. No, it was the shoulder bags everybody wearing now.
Yeah.
That's what I was pulling up on everybody with stacks in it. Know what I mean? Can't wait to pull up on a rapper that's popping and show, hey, look, how much money you want? And go in this bag with a 40 or 50 or 60, however, whatever I feel like carrying that day to give you the little money you want for the verse. Man, come on, bro. Like, stuff like that is lame. Know what I mean? On top of that, it's like the first time I even met little dude, his DJ, a DJ called me. Hey, he want to meet you. He like, meet him at the studio, such and such, such and such. I'm like, okay, cool. Go over to the studio by myself. You know what I'm saying? Get to talking, he talking. He be like, his boys are like, it's Dolphin here, y'all, such and such, all them crazy, such and such, such and such. He sick his whole team on. You know what I mean? From his DJ to all his partners to his manager, the same manager you were talking about. On my mama, I respect this, the manager, the Pepper dude, his name Pepper. I respect him more than all of them. And he, the lame too. You know what I mean? But guess what? When he was doing this back and forth trying to get me to persuade me in to go rock with them and sign with him, he like, man, he keep asking me, man, to go sign with me. Like, man, you don't want to sign with him. You your own boss. You like, know what I mean? Because you done been around me a whole month now, coming to my video shoots and just doing all this stuff. You know what I mean? Bro, I ain't tell him that. He told me this. So if your manager saying it, like, come on, dog. Know what I mean? So, no, this same conversation, go in the studio. First time, he had this artist named Zilla. Know what I mean? This was with him from the get-go when he started his whole, this brand that he got now. Mm-hmm. He ain't nowhere around now. Man tell me, he seen everybody out the studio. Like, let me holler at dog. Like, man, you got your own everything. Where you popping. Like, where you got the money, you got your team, you got this, you got that. You're like, bro, I'm telling you, we can do this, we can do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't like Zilla. I ain't gotta hold your hand like Zilla. You ain't like Starlito. I ain't gotta hold your hand like Starlito. I ain't gotta babysit you like them. I'm like, okay, that's cool, but it's my first time meeting you. You gonna really sit and downplay your artist and throw your artist up on the bus to try to persuade me in to come over there. So it's like a red alert the first time I met him.
You feel
I
like
can't
you're gonna say
respect
about
that.
me.
No, it's just, I can't respect that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not finna get ready to throw none of my artists up on the bus to persuade somebody else to got potentially want to work with them, brother, to get them thinking it's gonna, you know what I mean, make them come over. That just ain't where I come from. That ain't how I was raised. That ain't what I respect. None of that. Know what I'm saying? So, no, it ain't no issue. It ain't no beef. It ain't no nothing. It's just a whole lot of misunderstanding and some stuff I don't respect. So,
hey man, welcome to mixtape.
That's that.
Dolph hopped on the remix of the track Ready by Trouble and said, all of my they ready. Y'all some you scared. All on the internet telling, trying to have a real gelling. This shit around my neck so heavy. I'ma keep dripping sauce, spaghetti. Fans linked the heavy line to Black Youngster's track Heavy, and Dolph took more shots at him and Gotti with the lines, any that record when it's time for gangster shit, he the police. And I your boss man baby mama, same hotel for 4 weeks. Never sent a little boy to take care of grown man business. If I was you, I'd be mad at me too, so I ain't tripping. Black Youngster clapped back with the track Shake Some, where he called Dolph out by name and said, Dolph Thornton wanna play, I'm on tour with the K, Mac 11, Smith & Wesson, extended clip, 100 rounds on the Draco. How the you the king of Memphis? You ain't from the city, you from Chicago. Boy, you better lay low. Killers move when I say so. I love Rob, instead of killing, raping mamas and shit little. Dolph didn't respond to the track, but a few months later, he dropped the song Play With Your and took the beef with Gotti to the next level. Play With Your is a wild diss track where Dolph claimed he hooked up with Gotti's baby mama and said, don't play with me, Gotti, you a man. You went from my biggest fan to my biggest hater, begging me to sign with you, but I had too much paper. Still that same that used to front your big brother. Found out he a too, now I call him your big sister. And they said them on your team iron your draws. They say you make them call you boss, but they can't call you king, cause that's Dolph. But instead of coming back with his own song, Gotti just tweeted, I'm business partners with L.A. Reid and Jay-Z, and blah, blah, blah. The beef cooled off for a while after this. But then Dolph dropped a video for Play With Your and the situation got deadly. The video for the track shows Dolph stealing a girl from a Gotti lookalike, which was so disrespectful that it almost got him killed. A day after it dropped, someone let off over 100 shots in a Dolph's SUV when he was in North Carolina. The situation got crazy. Dolph made it out alive because the whip was bulletproof. He still went on stage that night and performed Play With Your which proved that he wasn't backing down from anyone. Black Youngster was charged with the shooting, but the case was dropped a couple years later due to lack of evidence. Dolph wasn't gonna let the shooting slow him down, and in April 2017, he even used it to help his career. He dropped an album called Bulletproof, and the track titles were actually a message to whoever tried to take him out. When you put all the tracks in order, it says, 100 shots in Charlotte, but I'm bulletproof, so f*** them. That's how I feel, all of them. I'm so real, I pray for my enemies. I'm everything you wanna be, shaking my head. The shooting in North Carolina wasn't the end though. Just a few months later, Dolph allegedly found out where Gotti was staying in LA. When he pulled up to press him, a fight broke out between their crews, and Dolph ended up getting shot 3 times. Gotti's homie got booked for almost killing Dolph, but his charges ended up getting dropped because nobody would work with the cops. Back then, it seemed like the beef would keep going until somebody got killed. But after Dolph got shot, both sides just kind of moved on and focused on their own careers. Dolph was blowing up more than ever. Plus, he had just signed his cousin Key Glock and was busy with all of his charity work too. At the same time, Gotti CMG label was picking up new artists, and he was still working on his own music. But while the beef died down,
Put you on the LAPD's radar in connection to the young Dolph shooting.
Me and Home never had one argument. You know what I'm saying? Ever in life. We never touched each other. Ever in life. We never exchanged no money ever in life. You know what I'm saying? The facts is just, I'm the biggest rapper from Memphis. I actually was helping them. I really just wanted to sign them, you know what I mean? Giving them advice, letting them come out on my shows. You know what I'm saying? Like telling them how the game goes. Letting my people work with them. You know what I mean? Like to advise them on how to build this company up. It was cool. You know what I'm saying?
All right. And then it just took a left turn somewhere.
Govin was trying to get Justin, who was a rapper by the name of Straight Drop, signed to CMG. As Govin knew people over at CMG, specifically Yo Gotti's brother, Big Juke, According to Cornelius's testimony, he claims that Govin told Justin and him that Big Juke was willing to pay $100,000 for them to take out Young Dolph. Jonathan agreed to do it for the money, but also as an offering to Yo Gotti and CMG, hoping that they will sign him for doing this. So according to Cornelius, him and Justin waited until November because they knew Young Dolph was supposed to be hosting turkey drives all month in Memphis. So they took to the streets to look for him, and they found him.
In the end, a lame-ass beef and the actions of those directly and indirectly connected to Gotti cost Dolph his life and left a hole in the hearts of many who loved and respected him.